British pop-rock band Oasis is reuniting 15 years after splitting up. But how did battling brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher agree on anything, much less a tour? Here's what we know so far, plus a little backstory. At this point, Noel and Liam Gallagher have done more fighting over the years than making music. One could easily make the case that the Gallagher brotherly rage not only boosted Oasis's popularity, but has also helped keep them relevant. As Vogue recently wrote, the Gallaghers embodied the art of the public feud, and it benefited them both. But back in the 70s and 80s, Liam and Noel were just two rough-and-tumble working-class Manchester kids. Noel was the middle brother, and they had a third, eldest brother named Paul. By all accounts, the brothers had it tough. Liam said, "Our father was out all the time, fighting, beating my mom up, beating Noel and Paul up. One night while their father was out, their mom packed up all their stuff and left with Noel and Liam. It's against this childhood backdrop that the two younger Gallagher brothers formed Oasis in 1991.
You're being hyped as the best band around at the moment. Is all the hype true?
Yeah.
It is. Good.
The best band.
But despite the tranquility of the band's name, conflict quickly followed. When Oasis blew up in the mid-90s, the Gallagher brothers brought all their dirty laundry with them. Liam and Noel were in the news as much for their hooliganism as their music.
I ain't a hooligan. I'm not a hooligan.
Even as Oasis's first 3 albums sold nearly 32 million copies, the brothers engaged in crazy confrontations. One 1995 incident saw the pair smash up their recording studio in a fight that involved Noel taking a cricket bat to Liam's head. On BBC Sound's The Rise and Fall of Oasis podcast, music producer Owen Morris said, "They were killing each other, literally wanting to kill each other." Things came to a head in 2009 while the brothers were preparing for Paris's Rock on Seine festival. Before the tour, the two got into another fist fight and started traveling to shows separately. Before the gig, Liam reportedly started swinging around a guitar like an axe. Noel told Far Out magazine, "I'm not kidding. He nearly took my face off with it."
I do like winding people up.
In a 2009 statement, Noel called the Paris incident the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back, saying, "The level of verbal and violent intimidation towards me, my family, friends and comrades has become intolerable." Liam admits to having a problem with alcohol, but he also criticized Noel for wanting to leave for a while because he wasn't getting enough attention. When Oasis broke up in 2009, the Gallagher brothers went their separate ways. Other band members lost their jobs too, like guitarist Gem Archer and bassist Andy Bell, along with 40 or 50 other employees of Oasis. In 2024, when The Guardian asked about his relationship with Noel, Liam responded, "No, there's been no chat. I haven't seen him and we won't see each other."
What sort of things do you row about? Everything. Everything.
Noel, for his part, formed his own band in 2010 called Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Eventually, Archer, Bell, and Oasis drummer Chris Sherrick joined the project as well. While the band hasn't been as wildly popular as Oasis, it's marched along steadily and continued to produce new music and put on shows with very little in the way of hubbub or controversy. The group's 4 full-length albums have sold about 1.5 million copies to date. While Noel Gallagher went one way after Oasis split up in 2009, Liam Gallagher went another. Speaking with The Guardian about his life since the end of Oasis, Liam described it as an absolute nightmare. "I was sitting at home with no management, no office, and no one to really speak to, while Noel was still walking into his big management office having everyone running around after him, getting smart and dissing people."
We don't like each other, man.
Initially, Liam formed his own band, Beady Eye. As he explained to The Guardian, "We were just trying to keep sane." The "we" included former Oasis band members Gem Archer, Andy Bell, and Chris Sherrick. They initially followed Liam to Beady Eye for a short-lived 4-year, 2-album tenure from 2010 to 2014. Then, in 2014, Liam took to X, then Twitter, and simply wrote, "Beady Eye are no longer. Thanks for all your support." 3 years later, he told The Guardian that the group had had trouble, quote, "connecting." It was post-Beady Eye that Archer and Sherrick packed up and joined Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. So even after Oasis died, the band existed in intermingled fragments, much like Noel and Liam's lives. In a 2024 interview with Guitar World, Archer praised Noel's songwriting abilities. He also spoke about the brothers' fractured relationship, sharing, "None of us will ever know the depth of where some of those emotions come from. It's better left between the two."
Noel has a lot of buttons. Liam has a lot of fingers. It's that simple, really.
As for Liam, he's produced 4 solo albums, 3 live albums, and recently teamed up with former Stone Roses guitarist John Squire. His 2024 tour, named after the Oasis album Definitely Maybe, completely sold out. It took until 2024 for the Gallagher brothers to announce that their Will They, Won't They Oasis reunion is actually happening. The possibility has been brewing for years, hinted at by both brothers between taking pot shots at each other in various public forums. In 2023, Noel told Talk Sport that he doubted Liam was serious about a reunion, saying, "He's forever going on about it. You'd have thought he'd have a plan. He doesn't have to speak to me. I know he won't speak to me. He's a coward."
Liam's like a dog, and I'm like a cat. Cats are very independent creatures. Dogs, it's just play with me, please.
Liam, meanwhile, had already publicly taunted Noel by saying, "We'd have to get someone to do Noel's parts, which wouldn't be hard." Over a year later, in early August 2024, Noel told the crowd at a high-flying bird show, saying that he was not only tired of hearing about Liam, but might not tour again with his current group either. And yet, less than 1 month later, we got our official Oasis reunion tour announcement. Noel Gallagher's solo X account dropped its high-flying birds moniker, and Oasis's X account now features a black and white shot of Noel and Liam standing side by side and not fighting each other. As for how the brothers agreed to the reunion, we've got no clue. But in addition to reprised renditions of Wonderwall, fans next year might be on the lookout for a black eye or two.